In 2018, you had the shift. Can you talk about, for the listeners, what happened in
Yeah. I mean,
2018?
this is the perfect moment because the name of the chapter is Heart of a King. So I was like, look, I'm just going to go straight to the good book, right? I'm to find out, okay, if I'm going to get a coach, it's going to come from the builder of all things, right? Because not saying that getting business coaching is wrong, but I needed vision first, man, to see if I'm even going to hire this type of coach or, and so I just needed direction and I needed to know like, what are we doing here? And so, I was just reading, studying, doing my devotions, and there is this one scripture, I think it was Isaiah 10:8 said, aren't my commanders to be kings? And just reading in the context of that and stuff, man, God really spoke to me, basically giving me like the direction on who to study. He was like, look, you're an entrepreneur. You have to lead and govern these certain things. He said, look into my kings in the Bible. And I was like, He was like, if you want to command my ship, aren't commanders kings? And I was like, okay, I'm going to go study kings then. So I went on this little like, hey, I'm going to study all the kings in the Bible journey. So I started studying them, man, just like King David, all of them. But I think King Solomon, David's son, who was the most wealthiest person on earth, and not studying him for the sake of that, but just knowing all the wisdom he had, he poured into books like Proverbs, right? And so I was really reading Proverbs, man. It was just like, a whole bunch of cool stuff, man. I was just like, man, this is good, right? But when I got to Proverbs 21, it's 21:1, that's when some dots started connecting with me and just an explosion of revelation happened, man, and just gave me a refocus of what journey I'm on and the what success meant to me now, and just kind of gave me this download of vision, man. And so it was it said the heart of a king is like a stream in the hand of the Lord, and he'll guide it where he pleases. And I was like, the heart of a king. And I was like, man, this was a heart issue this whole time I'm struggling with, right? And so when I'm saying, okay, I'm reading all this governing and how God works with kings and how he stewards, allows, and some he sets up for success, others to ruins because they just straight disobey him. But he's like how he operates with them. And then there's this one scripture that just says the heart of a king is like a stream. And I'm like, man, that's what I want. I felt like a pull, like, man, I want to know about the heart of a king because that's what I want. I want my heart positioned properly so I feel comfortable where we're going, because right now I feel like what I'm seeing everywhere, my heart's not positioned right, and I'm just flicking cheeses left and right. Like, I don't want that. Boom, boom, boom. So the heart of a king really like grabbed me personally. Okay, what's the heart of a king? It's like a stream. Okay. And then I was like, okay, what's a stream? A stream knows its destination. It has a flow. It has a beginning and it has an end. And I was just like, wait a minute. Because I know streams, because in Peoria, we have streams where I'm born and raised. We have rivers. I understand where a river comes from, where it goes, and there's just a constant current going one way. But I know an ocean as well, being out there to sea for months and months and months. So I'm looking at these two different body of waters, Ray, and I'm like, wait a minute. I don't want to be in the ocean. I want to be in the stream. And it says the heart of a king is like a stream in the hand of the Lord, and he guides it where he pleases. And I felt like that Challenger Deep moment was like flicking the cheese too. I got the hand of the Lord under me if my heart's positioned right in this stream. So to me, I felt like, okay, my focus and my whole perspective shifted. I just got out of the ocean, Ray. I said, all right, I'm getting into a boat on the stream now, and I'm going to follow this flow, because I see there's a flow. And I said, okay, now I just took the whole business, like how I see it, right? And I said, okay, we're no longer in an ocean lost. I got rid of the body water. I took our business and boat, everything that God's doing, I just dropped it in a stream now, right? Visually in my head.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm in a stream and I trust and I know God's got me because of how we started and how we're rolling and how we're going. And I see the fruit and everything. But now I know and I can trust if I'm in the hand of God that he's already determined the destination. I don't have to worry about everything else. Why was I even worried? So I just like canceled the worry or the push or the drive to try to meet these expectations of the world. And I just basically took a pencil and just erased them. Said, I don't need to worry about that because the destination's already determined. And if I know the destination's already determined, why I had you guys read chapter 10, because I already know we won. I know we won after death. I know we've already won based on whatever God has in my life, because all things work together for good in Romans 8:28. So he knows in everything we do, we've already won. And now I'm believing that I can just trust and follow and roll with what God's doing, that the ending is already determined. And so the river, the stream, gave me a new level of confidence. And it started helping me understanding vision, understanding. God started downloading like the end game for me, right? Because he was already giving me a confidence level to open my, what is called my mind or my spirit vessel to receive what he has for me. And what, during that season was, hey, I want you to establish a new level of excellence, in your work field. I want you to establish me being God, builder of all things, in your workplace. And I want you to do it, not say it yet. I want you to do it. That's your mission. He says, I want you just to operate the way, like, I got you. You're going to bump rocks. You're going to do certain things, but the flow is going to keep going. And some days, the water gets shallow. Some will get deeper where you'll feel like a good flow, no flow, but it's always flowing. But just know and trust, I got you. And so that confidence gave me vision, man. I knew my vision now was to, okay, I'm going to, partner with my wife to run this business, but we're going to run it how God would run it, as he is the CEO. And we're going to do it so people can see how to do things.